Hey, what's up you guys? After Show Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more of The 100. This is the Season 3 premiere episode 1 of Season 3. So exciting. I'm not gonna lie, for like the 4 days, no joke, 4 days after I watched the finale, all I could think about was The 100 and how I wanted to watch more. But, you know, I let people have their comments, I let people have time to comment about it, and then, you know, I had other stuff to record as well. I controlled myself. I am really excited to go into this season. I don't know why. Nobody has given me, like, some kind of expectation, like, this is going to be a good season. I just really enjoyed last season. And I really enjoyed Season 1 still. For all I know, this could be the worst season ever. I don't know. But all I can say is, I'm excited. I can't tell you, like, it's been a while since I've been excited about a TV show. I don't know. Yeah, I'm excited that it's Monday. You know, people hate Mondays, and I like Mondays now, because something cool I get to watch. Anyways, let's go over the comments from the last 2 episodes of last season. I suck at recognizing people. Be warned that despite being entertaining, this comment was noted to be not factual. Oh, okay. I know the guy who was talking with Octavia towards the end looks like a sky person with his pale skin and mannerisms, but he's actually a grounder. He begged her, come with us. His home is with the grounders, which means he had to follow Indra's leadership as she's the head chief of their village. Treason seems like a good way to get evicted from your home. Isn't that the reason Lincoln was exiled, if I remember correctly? That was the doctor guy. But you said that you realized that it wasn't factual. Okay. That was Jackson. He is definitely not a grounder. He's Abby's medical assistant. Yeah. Yeah. Seriously? I'm so bad at recognizing people. Thanks for the correction. I thought I caught a mistake that I made during my first watch through, but I guess my initial assumptions were correct. You'd think you'd get better at understanding things during a rewatch. Then again, I also assumed that since I didn't see any guns, that meant that they were all grounders. I guess it makes sense that they would have a medic helping to escort people from the harvest chamber. Yeah. I mean, there you go. That's the reason he left, really, is because he doesn't have any, like, they were told to retreat. And he doesn't have any, like, fighting training or anything. He's the medic. So he probably just, yeah, he probably needed to leave. Anyways, there was no reason for him to stay. To be fair, Alexa had no clue what was going on inside of the mountain. They lost contact with Bellamy. Yep, so? Doesn't matter. You made an alliance. This was a good decision in the short run to save the most lives. Nah, I don't like it. No, you can't justify that. In the long run, it's a horrible decision. You just let your biggest enemy survive and broke your alliance with the Sky People. Exactly. Exactly. Jackson not staying with Octavia makes sense. He's not a soldier and they just lost all their military backing. There were only a few Sky People soldiers in that entire group. They would have gotten slaughtered if any mounted men soldiers came charging out that door. Yeah. I love it when you mock the villains. Thank you. There's some people that really don't like it when I do that, actually. But, you know, it's me. It's what I do. I don't know. I absolutely hated that Alexa betrayed Clark and the Sky People just for a deal to save her own people. Yes, I get it, but at the same time, she just backstabbed the people she was working with to get her people out of Mount Weather in the first place. Leaving them to die and letting your biggest enemy win and essentially letting them survive despite them literally doing what they were doing to the Grounders for generations. Exactly. Blood must have blood. What was that all about? I also feel for Lincoln because you can see he wants to fight for the Sky people too, because those people are in turn Octavius people. So that's why he wants to fight for them. But no, Lexa denies him that and takes him away against his will after he tries to fight to stay. Yeah, that sucked. Alright. You gotta admit, this show doesn't hold back when it comes to showing it's willing to commit genocide. Yeah, I just couldn't believe it. Clark went from mercenary killer to mass murderer. Yeah, I still don't know if I agree with it. Sad that Maya didn't survive. I'm sure Jasper would have been willing to donate bone marrow to her if she'd make it back to their camp. Absolutely. I think anyone would have. These people were desperate though. The idea is that the longer they go without transfusions, the sicker they would get, and eventually they would die. I'll give the show a pass and say that prior to transfusions, people lived until they were 30. When the revolutionists were denying transfusions, it just meant that they would constantly be unhealthy, and they wouldn't have the energy levels or health outcomes for people who took the transfusions as often as the doctors prescribed. For example, but imagine taking a multivitamin once a week instead of once a day. It's not going to have the desired result, but it's probably better than nothing. Okay. The thing about this show is our good guys sometimes have to make difficult decisions like we saw in this episode. Abby was right, maybe there aren't any good guys. Even though what Clark did was terrible, I completely understand why she did it, and I probably would have done the same if I was her. I would not have done the same. I would freeze in the moment. I don't know how she could make that decision. In her mind, it was her people or their people, and they started by kidnapping 48 and doing that they killed everybody, even the innocent. I blame Cage for that, not Clark. Yeah, it's just rough when you think about the fact that there's like kids and literally innocent people that just died and didn't even know why they died. I love Murphy. He has had so much growth so far. He's so different from the pilot. Maybe? I don't know. He hasn't grown on me yet. Although, I'll tell you what, fucking Thelonious, what have they done to this character? They, ruined him in season 2. I hope that he doesn't get worse this season, but, he went from, making really, really difficult decisions, he was gonna, cull the 300 people or whatever, but he was gonna be part of those 300 people, he was going to self-sacrifice himself because, he believed that he's a leader and you shouldn't have to force people to, I don't know, and, he went from that to, throwing Prince Chad Charming fucking overboard. What? The fuck, dude? I don't know. They really, I don't like what they did with him last season. I wish I could binge this show all day too. It's a very binge-worthy show. I can't wait for 2 more weeks for season 3. Well, I hope you're excited, because we're here. My throat is itchy. It's fun. It's tickled. Maybe I shouldn't have had lollies. I'm not sure Indra freed Lincoln because she thought it was the right thing to do. That was probably part of it, but I think it had more to do with caring about Octavia. Oh yeah, I didn't think of that, but yeah. The decision to kill everyone in the mountain was pretty much their only decision. There was no other way that they could have won. Jasper was about to get himself killed well before he got anywhere near Cage. Octavia and Maya were caught, and Emerson was about to blow the door down to get to Clark, Monty, and Bellamy. At that point, it was one side or the other. There was no middle ground. Cage was never going to let any of the 100 live. Yeah. She did threaten to do it, and then he didn't, he put her mom on the table. That was your chance, Cage. You're a fucking idiot. I liked how you were so uncomfortable with Clark and Bellamy chose to kill everyone in the mountain, but my question is, what would you have done? I answered this actually before. I would just freeze. I can't make decisions. I don't know if you've noticed, but I literally cannot make decisions. Their people or your people? Who would you rather choose if it was a life or death situation? I know it's horrible that they had to kill kids, but if I was in that situation and everyone I knew was about to die, including my own mother, I would absolutely choose to do what Clark did. Just like the real president said, I bear it so they don't have to. So Clark took on this horrible sacrifice for her people, and now she will have to deal with the guilt of what she did, and they don't. She's a true leader. Yeah. I had felt this way before somewhat this episode, but to me this series almost seems like a CW version of Game of Thrones with the mass murder and dark things happening. I agree, but I feel like, so hear me out here. While I think it was probably more compelling to have Lexa, make a deal and, like, I guess, betray the Sky People, I can't help but feel like maybe it was a budgetary thing as well, like they couldn't do a giant battle scene kind of like Game of Thrones would because it's the CW. I do kind of think that, but I think what we got anyways is probably better than just a mindless kill or be killed scene. I don't know. As for the decision to irradiate level 5, it was the only choice. If they didn't, Jasper may have killed Cage, but then Jasper would have been killed by the guards who had guns on him. Then Emerson kills Clark, Bellamy and Monty. Octavia and Maya get shot and everyone else gets harvested. Yeah. Well, I mean, in that scenario, then it's just the Grounders against the Mountain Men, and you know what? That's what happens. You betray people, you end up making your enemy stronger. Just saying. Irradiating level 5 is an unfortunate circumstance because it was the only option. Because like Bellamy said, Cage and the rest of them are never going to stop. They would never be safe and they would all die one way or another. Even if Jasper killed Cage, he would be shot down by the other guards, and the guards would have killed Maya and Octavia, and then Emerson would have blown up the door to kill Clark, Bellamy, and Monty. I'm hearing a whole lot of, like, everyone justifying the situation here. Clark was the one to come up with the plan initially, but her seeing Abby on the table and Bellamy seeing Octavia getting surrounded, Bellamy then chose to pull the lever with her so that Clark wouldn't deal with doing it on her own, and they could share the burden together, along with Monty, who made it all possible to irradiate the level in the first place. Yeah, I mean, Monty must have thought that it was the only option too, because he wouldn't have done it otherwise, I think. I mean, yes, he was following orders, but I mean, he's not really a soldier. I love the moment between Bellamy and Clark in this episode. You can see how desperate Bellamy is as he's trying to get Clark back into the camp, and that she's forgiven and she's not alone because they did it together and they can go through dealing with the trauma and what they had to do in the mountain together. But in the end, Clark bears it so everyone else doesn't have to, and leaves as she walks into the woods. Funnily enough, Bellamy already at the entrance to the camp when it pans onto Clark walking away. So Bellamy walks back into camp having to deal with the burden on his own and take care of the rest of the friends alone, which makes me sad. It is a really beautiful acted moment too. Bob and Eliza were amazing and the chemistry is totally amazing, which also warms my heart because of writing this. Yesterday was Eliza and Bob's third wedding anniversary, and it's even more special because they're spending it as parents with their newborn baby boy, who was born 2 months ago. Well, that's awesome to hear. I know he was an enemy of the 100 in the end, and I by no means agree with all of his choices, but I really admire ex-President Dante. He was a hell of a tactician and a decent leader for his people. Yeah, I agree. Literally his son takes over and they die within a week. It's funny. Before Clark leaves, Bellamy tells her, if you need forgiveness, I'll give that to you. You're forgiven. That's exactly what Clark said to Bellamy in season 1, episode 8, when he was feeling guilty for being an ass to everyone, and when that's not how his mother raised him. Aw, that's sweet. That's a nice callback. I didn't even notice. To be fair, reacted to season 1 a while ago. Your Dr. Stone analogy doesn't apply. While the sky people have only just arrived, the people on the ground as mountain men, land of light, have been down there for 150-ish years. So it's not the same, so it's not that much of a stretch to think that these land of light people would have the means to make drones like that. They weren't in the vicinity of the grounders and the mountain men, so they most likely didn't get drawn into fights against each other, and so they had the opportunity to advance, or at least that's what it looks like. Maybe. There are people in Dr. Stone that weren't turned to stone as well. And they didn't advance that much. That's what I don't know. Whatever. I don't know how to explain it. If you haven't seen the show, you don't get it. Sorry. Did the mountain man only have one missile? Wouldn't it have been super easy, barely an inconvenience, to bomb the grounder army at the bunker door? Yeah, I think they only did have one missile. Yeah, they were kind of charging forwards from the previous episode, and then they remembered that there was a giant fuck-off vault door that was keeping them from charging in the bunker. Yeah. Yeah, another flaw with Mount Weather's security. The electrical generators are outside of their bases and very open to sabotage. Yeah, that's stupid. At least Octavia isn't a pussy who will retreat when things get tough. You'd expect that at least the Ark people would stay in the cave with her, but nah, not even them. Yeah, Alexa made the wrong move. They had the mountain men at their throats, and she decided to betray Clark and them. But as you've seen by the end of the two-parter, Clark really didn't need Lexa to make all the tough decisions. She killed them all. Yeah, something she wouldn't have had to do if she had help. I suppose Jaha could have helped the dude out of the water first, but they also needed that ore. I mean, the boat was sinking, but if they had to put some effort into listening to commands and try and row the boat closer to the light, maybe Charming would still be alive. But nah, oh well, Charming's super dead. That's what you get when you don't listen. Yeah, but, I mean, it was sinking. How did they even... I don't know. Jaha didn't betray Charming and that other dude. They were too stupid to listen. Like I said in the previous note, they could have been alive. Well, Charming could have been. The other dude just got knocked out of the boat because he was an idiot. Still don't agree. No, he threw him out. I don't care. No, Jaha just threw Charming out. It's not cool. You don't do that. I'm with Clark in this situation. I mean, Joker Face was going to kill them. He had been stopped. You really think Jasper was going to get close to him without being insta-killed by a bunch of guards and rifles? Nah, Clark made a tough call. She's obviously going to pay for it in some way, I suppose, but she was willing to make the call and save the people that she loved, and I would honestly do the same if someone went after the people I love. Apparently everyone agrees with what Clark did. I feel so uncomfortable with it though. You most likely don't remember this, but back when we were playing Scrap Mechanic and you and I were driving around listening to playlists looking for resources, there was a song playing that I said I attributed to the 100. And you know, us, we both have this weird way of remembering where songs come from, and sometimes the song at the end of this episode was that song, Knocking on Heaven's Door by Rain. Huh. I love, dude, my like whole playlist is just like CW songs. Clark, I bear it so they don't have to. I love that saying. Even Loki quoted it sometimes. Although it was, I bear it so you don't have to. And it didn't concern killing people. It concerned keeping you safe from spoilers. Yeah, fair. Alright. Now that we're all caught up, let's get into season 3.
We were born in space.
Ooh,
They told us the ground was uninhabited.
I tried to stop her. I'm so sorry.
It's interesting that I think, like, it appears like we're going to be learning how the ground became uninhabitable. Oh, the video's still going.
Chris! I knew it. The news was wrong. It wasn't China. The stupid son of a bitch let Allie out.
Help me. The radiation's coming. Unless we want to share this place with a corpse, we need to get him outside. I tried to stop her, but I lost control. I'm so sorry.
This has really turned into friends.
We are working. Allie wanted it to be a surprise.
Hello, Becca. Who did this? I did. You don't approve. As you know, I didn't think I needed an avatar. You did. Why not my creator? Why not my creator? Why not my creator?
Please state your core command.
My core command is to make life better. Is to make life better. How would you do that? By fixing the root problem.
Wow!
By fixing the root problem. By fixing the root problem.
What is the root problem, Ellie?
Too many people.
Too many people?
Too many people.
Well, you certainly took care of that, didn't you?
Hey, I was still learning stuff.
86 days on my last box of food, so...
Really never thought I'd miss the Ark this much. But...
Anyway, Jaha, if you're seeing this, then that would indeed mean you are not dead, so screw you!
Oof. Oh.
Containment door released.
But why?
Wait! Get back here!
Well, that looks kind of janky. I don't know why.
There you are. Welcome. We have so much to talk about and so little time. I found it, John. The city of light is real. You let me
Doesn't feel like a city.
This is the first sleep a chance has had in 2 days. I'll be quick then. We're going into Sector 7. I think we should arm the entire unit. Permission granted. But the rules of engagement still apply. Non-lethal response. Copy that. Bellamy.
Such a soldier.
There hasn't been an attack since Mount Weather. It's 3 months. Our people believe that this is real peace. Try not to screw that up. Monty, why aren't you ready?
I am. He's not. What should we do?
We should leave him this
Got a
time.
really big Adam's apple.
He's not getting better. Maya's death broken. He needs this.
Take an arm.
Where did his hair go? I liked your hair before.
See, I said produce first. Art doesn't go bad.
Monty, it's all yours. Hey, easy run.
I hate that place.
I know.
Go do
Okay.
something else.
Who's this?
You said your mom used to read this too. Thought you'd like it. She's too good for you.
Shut up.
Careful, Monty might melt her.
I just think I realized too that who the actress
Raven.
was.
Take us out.
Actually, I'm not sure.
Guess we found her.
Try and keep up!
She's on a horse. Girl was on Batwoman. I didn't think she was a very good actress there, so we'll see how she goes here.
No way. You're gonna rent shotgun? You can't just disappear.
It's interesting that they're now using vehicles.
Tracking beacon from the Ark. Hey, that was the best part.
Who is it?
Farm station.
After 4 months, how?
We'll find out. Where are they?
Sector 8. Science Nation.
What about it? Protocol says we go home. Let the Chancellor decide what to do next.
Screw protocol. The Chancellor's not from Farm Station. Monty is. So's Miller's boyfriend. Sure call.
Let's do this.
You have to ask?
Try to keep up.
You washed him, fixed his hair,
Ja!
shaved his beard.
Hey, wake up!
Thelonious isn't here, John. He's in the City of Light.
I know what you
Huh?
It's refreshing to be around people who understand technology again.
Let us explain.
That's a good idea. Why don't you start with why you kept me locked in a bunker while you were here living like a king?
The outside world means nothing. In the City of Light, we're all kings.
Yeah, I thought I was the one losing my mind.
It's the truth. I can show you.
Okay, you do know she's the one who launched the bombs that ended the world, right?
Wrong. She didn't end the world. She saved it.
I'm so out of here.
Let him go. He'll come around.
These woods must be the border.
So where's all the ice?
Much further north. Asgetta stretches for 1,000 miles.
Good thing we only have to go 200 meters.
Slow down. Remember, rules of engagement are non-lethal force. Raven, you stay in the rover.
Yeah, right. We need every gun we've got.
They're coming. 120 meters. 110. There are people. What are you
We
doing?
hope there are people. On my command. Ice Nation?
Yes. Wait for me. Stay calm.
Sean, you be like.
Sky crew. Stelufo, Sir Cruel.
Stelufo Wanheda.
They think we're looking for Wanheda.
Who's that?
I don't know.
The light. That's the beacon.
Hey, get back here.
What are you
Jasper,
doing?
what are you doing?
It's okay, I got this. Tell them we observed the commander's truce. Do it now.
Sie gobba Augen und komm her dahin.
This belongs to us.
Wanheda, confront. Break him up.
No, so look at in check done to be like Beja.
You're voting Desan, stealing yours?
Target
Taking fire! Break him out!
Joshua, get down!
Just be.
What now?
Adam, what the hell were you thinking?
We got the beacon, didn't we?
Yeah, but where did they get it?
Oh, he needs to get to medical.
We had to shoot 3 Ice Nation scouts.
Covert Sector 4.
Idiot, Jasper.
You
Why
tell me
did you
what's
bring him
going on.
along?
When you get here, over and out.
Sector 4? Why is Kane so far outside the wall?
Take him home!
I'm fine, thank you for asking.
Miller, get one of their horses. Raven, since you can't ride, you're on the back. Monty, you're with me. Let's go. Okay. Sir, before you say anything, there was a good reason.
We'll deal with that later. This is about Clark.
How could they possibly know what
She's
happened?
being hunted.
By who?
By everyone.
What? Why is your hair so long? Why are you redhead all of a sudden? What's going on? Did you? Is that? There's gotta be a wig.
You can please stay hold on.
What's dragon?
Much of. Just so time, Pepon.
What time you come up? Just past time I know to go not. What's Mama play? I stay
Oh,
as Raul.
she's a zombie.
Right? Come on time.
CW. Using the same actors.
60 come you last dragon. Flavor, open get sun up. So here.
Just down be like,
Soda. As you know, say Satra. And the house of hash stuff.
Clark?
You can't get down, can you?
Hmm.
Come here.
Okay.
Thanks. Raven, I'm good.
Ooh, pink! Pink in the hair of the horsey. I want a pink horsey. Actually, that's not true. I'm scared of horses. Yeah.
I'm still getting used to it myself.
Sir, we're almost out of range. Are you sure you don't want to tell the Chancellor?
I'm sure. I don't want to worry Abby until we know something.
You know there's a kill order. You people are big on those.
It's not a kill order. It's a bounty. Clark's a symbol. She's known as Wanheda, the commander of death.
The Ice Nation guys we killed asked about Wanheda. They're looking for Clark. Why?
My people believe that when you kill someone, you get their power. Kill Wanheda, and you command death.
She's just one girl.
So was the commander. What Clark did at Mount Weather weakened her. The Ice Nation is emboldened. Their queen wants Clark's power. If her people believe she has it, she'll break the coalition and start a war. I can't let that happen.
Then shit you done sat in. I don't tell you up. That's some up.
Talaya pasta disam.
You gotta send me the cough up?
Oh, hey!
And as you
He
promised.
was in Shameless and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Done seeing this planet.
That is a terrible rendition.
The faceless no stay crayos.
Then you saw dancing away.
And don't come around here too soon time come gone. Don't be like, ha, I done handi sunning. You're like, I'm not hoss of gon not. Stay after tray come eat on up.
Asgeda. Was er så det has upp.
Själv. Dans Moses får komma in för den.
Lunch time, you don't get him clean.
Hence time you don't come around here. I would wait. Give them a chance to clear out. Have that drink.
Why are you helping me?
My mother was taken by the mountain. You ended the reaping.
I want to talk about you, Raven. How's your hip?
You don't have a broken compressor, do you?
When did the pain start?
After the explosion at the dam.
3 months.
It's nothing I can't handle.
You're not handling it. You're lying to your friends. You're lying to your doctor. You pushed Wick away because he was trying to help.
Don't.
Raven, you don't.
Fix yourself, Abby.
Oh.
Maybe if you weren't so busy being
Is
chancellor
this a way
and
to write
doctor
him out
to
of the
avoid
show?
your own pain, you'd realize you suck at both jobs.
I don't like that. The fact of like
Good
pushing
talk.
him away when I don't know, the last episode indicated that she was willing to open up finally.
No kill marks.
My back's not big enough. Tell me about the mountain. There's nothing to tell. I did what I had to do, that's all.
That's all. You killed our greatest enemy. You wiped them out by yourself.
Nyla, would you mind not talking?
Okay. Are there supposed to be her kill marks? I don't know.
You're leaving, huh?
So are you. I'll be right there, Gideon. I'm sorry. We kept you in the bunker, John. Is that what you want to hear? Well, the truth is, I knew you were safe. And with all the things that
He almost
we
killed
had to do,
himself.
I needed the time.
Yeah, I could tell you were pretty busy back there.
We converted a nuclear warhead into a power source. With the added power, Allie was able to complete the work she began with her creator 100 years ago.
Whatever, okay, I'm still leaving this place in the rowboat.
I need you.
Of course you do. More food for the sea monster, right?
Let me prove to you what we can do.
Listen to me, I've seen what she can do.
No, you haven't.
Now is it possible that you sound even crazier than before?
I can tell you about the City of Light. But you won't understand until you experience it yourself.
I'm not supposed to take me to the City of Light.
No pain, no hate, no envy.
No thanks.
John.
No. Pain, hate, envy. Those are the ABCs in me. Hey, you get rid of them and there's nothing left, so why don't you get that thing out of my face?
Take care of yourself, John. We'll decide later.
John? I don't believe it.
Huh.
Amori?
What are you waiting for? Come on.
Day after day, I will walk and I will say.
Oh my god, that is really? Okay. That is really Shawn Mendes. What the hell? This is like when fucking Game of Thrones had fucking you know. You know.
You were right. I am spread too thin.
I'm still not having that operation.
Raven, that's...
Are you here as my chancellor? Or my doctor? Because I don't want to talk to one of you.
I'm here as your friend.
Day after day.
Hey, relax.
I get angry.
These belong to people. So did that PS.
Great Robert!
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Yeah, that's right. Shawn Mendes, beat him up.
Enough!
some of it.
Wait. It's been cut down.
You don't know that.
We do now.
Little Wanheda.
Alrighty, well that was season 3, episode 1 of The 100. Bit of a slow premiere, you know, getting everyone caught up to speed of where everyone is, emotionally and like physically, I guess. I don't really know why this is a two-parter. This didn't feel like it was supposed to be a two-parter. I don't know. Yes, it was left on a cliffhanger, but so many episodes are left on a cliffhanger anyways, so I don't know. I guess we'll see how this two-parter wraps up. I don't know. So really weird having Shawn Mendes in an episode. That's so weird. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.